episode, we had a very exciting abdominal workout. It was very intense, I'm sure. And today, we'll be going on another exciting session of abdominals. It's going to be a little bit advanced from the last one, but it's going to be very exciting and you're going to love it. So when I come back, I'll be here with two of my friends to take you on today's session. I'll be right back. All right, guys, you're welcome back to Get Fit on Black Drum TV. So right now, I got Anto and Brandon with me. We'll be doing the ab session together. But before we go, we'll be doing some stretches like we did the last time. So don't forget, this time around, let's go again. You already know, hands up, and then to the side. Back up, to the other side. And up. All right, side. And then back. Let's go. And back. All right, this time, spread your legs a little bit. So your hands down to your side this way. And then the other side. Let's go. Keep your legs straight as much as possible. And go down as much as you can. Back up. Back up. All right, so this time around, put your hands together, keep your legs straight, and then go down till your hands touch the ground. Keep it there, and then up. Let's go, another round. Back down. And up. All right, so let's twist your legs wide, your right hand to your left leg. Let's go. And up. Your left hand to your right leg. Keep your legs straight, and then back up. All right, so your legs up to your knees, and then twist your knees to the side. Try to keep your balance. And then let's do it for the other leg. And down. Okay, so let's stretch the quads this way. And then the other one. All right, so I told you the last time that when you're working on your abs, you need to get your body fat low. So we're still doing a little bit of aerobics before we go into the workout proper. So let's go on high knees this way. Let's go, guys. All right, so let's go on another session of jumping jacks to get the body fat low. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, so let's go into the abs workout proper. So we go down.
Hello.
So like I said, the abs workout for today would have a little bit more advancement. It's going to be a little bit tougher, but you're going to enjoy it all the same. So this time what we're doing is going down the toes and then your knees and toes this time. Are you ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Toes. Let's go. Knees, toes. Knees, toes. Knees and toes. Let's go. Switch the legs. That's it. Let's go. So the next program we're doing is leg raises. But like I said, it's going to be a little bit more advanced. So when you raise your leg up, you lift your hips with it. So that's the twist to this workout. So let's go. We go this way and up. And up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So the next workout is supposed to target the obliques. So watch me as I do this. So you lay on your side, and then you move your legs up to your chest this way. Let's go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you turn to the other side.
Legendary beat. Legendary beat.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's good. So the next workout we're doing is planks. I know this is very tedious, but then it's very, very good workout for you. It's gonna activate your core to the fullest. So we're doing planks, and this is how you do planks. You lay on your elbow, and then engage your core. Keep your core tight, keep your abs tight. So we go in 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's it. Let's take a break for a few, and then we'll be right back for another session. All right, so we're back, and this time we're doing oblique twists like we did in the last session. So just go with me, your leg raised, and then you come, touch the ground, and then twist your body with it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, rest for a few seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It's good for you to get your strength back, and then you move on to another workout. So this time, we're doing sit-ups proper. So you go down and all the way up. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So, like I said, in between the sessions, in between the workouts, you can rest for a few seconds, 5, 10 seconds. It's good for you to get your strength back to move to the other one. So this time, we're still targeting the obliques. So what we're doing is, come into this position, and then you twist your body to touch your heels. So that's what we're doing, guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoa! That was intense. Trust me when I say that was intense. If you're going with through this workout with me, I'm sure you will know that this is a very good workout for you, and you can feel it in your core, you can feel it all over your abs. That's the way to get a very, very good six-packs abs. All right, so we're going through another session of leg kicks, up and down, alternating leg kicks. So are you ready? Let's go with me. Your hands on the back of your head, so you raise it up. So we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. We have one more workout to go before we end this. I'm sure you can feel it in your heart. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah, everybody can feel it. So what we're doing to end this is just normal hips to elbow, hips to elbow. So let's do this. We're doing this. Twist, twist, and twist. All right, let's go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys. So that's it on today's session of abs workout. I'll be right back to round up the show. Thank you, Anto. Thank you, Brendan, for doing this with me. I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, so that was an exciting abs workout from the last episode to this episode. So we're going to be rounding up for abs workout. We'll be going through another set of muscles next session. So that's it. We'll be back again next time. So don't forget, it's still Get Fit on Black Drum TV. I'm still your boy Brain, Mr. Hurricane. You can follow us on IG at official Black Drum TV. And on YouTube, it's Black Drum TV. And you can follow me on my IG handle, that's Fit with Brain, FITWITBRAIN. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love.
We live in a confusing world and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Black Drum Creative Hub is the only show that focuses on the creative sector, the show of shows. On this show, we dissect issues that are critical to the creative space, talk to and engage key players in the sector, and we showcase the heart of the creative industry, from the shows, the behind the scenes of the shows, the innovations, and of course, the tales by moonlight. Finally, we have a show we can rightly call the Creative Portal, a fulcrum for growing the entertainment sector. For inquiries and partnerships, contact marketing at 080-811-05907 or marketing at blackdrum.tv.
Hello, it's a beautiful morning right here in the city of Lagos. And of course, we have a perfect weather condition. And that's why you can see me looking really excited this morning. Welcome to Hello Africa. And my name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. With me on the show today is Adebisi Pelumi.
Thank you, Favorite.
How you
And
doing,
thank you
Pelumi?
for introducing me. Really good. I'm good. I don't understand the weather bit,
Yes.
but I'm good.
Are you sure you don't?
I do not understand. Oh, okay. Your weather is definitely on a different
Well,
level.
for me, it's a bright weather this morning and everything seems good. Honestly, I wouldn't say so much about how my week has been. But
Oh, the week has been eventful. Let's not even lie about
yeah.
that. The week has been eventful, starting from Monday
Exactly.
to Tuesday. The gist, the entertainment gist, the NSAS procession.
Protest.
A lot of
the whole
procession.
sex
It wasn't a
scandal.
protest. Yeah, the whole sex. It's Friday. It's TGIF. We have a lot
so
of
we
things.
have a
We have
whole
a ton
lot-
of things to talk
ton of
about.
things,
Yeah, on the show today. So
Today's show is going to be
interactive and
very
engaging.
interactive and engaging. So you can be a part of our conversation today via the link
in the description.
All you have to do is leave a comment.
yeah, of course, leave a comment. You can reach out on our social media pages. Drop comments on our on our page, and we'll read them out. Yeah, on our platforms, and we'll read them out and
Alright.
see how best to treat
Okay,
your comments.
so starting off today, we'll move directly to our top stories.
Yep. Okay, so the first one talks about NSAS. Crackdown as protest rock Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Ilorin.
I like that. I thought I was going to hear Bayelsa too. Some activities took place in Bayelsa.
You
uh,
guys don't.
Yeah, that's secondary. It's not
Yeah.
well. Honestly, I'm very particular about Lagos State as tons of people showed up at the toll gate.
Like
to-
Toll Plaza.
Yeah, for the
Procession, yeah.
For the procession. It's been 1 year since 2010, when we had
2020.
Yes, when we had the whole NSAS protest that claimed
One of the largest protests in the world.
protests ever.
Yeah, it was.
It was really a very I don't know what word to use to describe it.
The protest itself was
Yeah,
for a just cause,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But the events that occurred as about 9:10 p.m. at the Lekki Toll Plaza
Yes.
was a sad, black event. It was sad, it was black, it was terrible.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But then ever since this time, a lot has been happening as quite some protesters who gathered in Abuja were chased by police officers, and also some other gatherings in several other places were said to have been dispersed by police officers. Even in Ilorin, there were officers who came in and put an end to the procession that was happening in Ilorin. Well, we do hope, like I always say, we do hope the government would come to the voices or pay attention to the voices of the youth. And also, I want to commend the youths for always coming through.
Shout out to the heroes.
It shows that there's a progress, that there's a future for 2023.
Don't do that.
Youths are,
Don't give false hope.
obviously, youths are coming together.
Do
they're
not
putting-
give false hope.
What do
Favorites.
you mean by do not give false hope?
What did you mean by there's hope
for?
for 2023? What are you, like some youth is going to come out and challenge?
Some youths will come out together and,
and
of
challenge
course,
the
youths
current-
will put some efforts together to see how they can hold down our leadership and see that the right things are done.
Yes,
time.
we can hold
And
them
we're
down to
planning
be.
do that together.
We're planning, yeah, we can hold them down and request that they give accounts for their decisions and the steps they take, the policies they enact in the country. But saying it like 2033, like as if some youth is going to come and run and they will probably win, is not realistic, and that's false hope.
Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed.
I ain't keeping no fingers crossed on that kind of false hope. Anyways, moving on to our next top story. This one's in pictures. Nnamdi Kanu appears in court.
Okay, so photos obtained by the Punch have confirmed that leader of the movement, the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, appeared in court today. Of course, the photos showed Nnamdi Kanu and members of his legal counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimakor, and others in the courtroom together. Of course, Kanu was arraigned at the High Court in Abuja today over charges of treasonable felony in terrorism. His appearance, of course, was needed or necessary to prove to the his movers, or I don't know, his followers, that he's still alive, as people or members of the Southeast wanted to confirm. Indigents of Biafra also wanted to confirm that.
Wait, you're saying
indigenous people of Biafra.
You're saying indigenous. Have we recognized the
That's what
IPOB?
they are called. I'm just
Are we
using
recognizing the IPOB as a sovereign state
no,
already?
as a terrorist movement.
Oh, it's a terrorist movement now.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Because
what. Are
it's
you
a
sure? Are you sure it's a
because
terrorist
that's
movement?
one of the counts he's
Against.
facing,
Wow.
So felony and terrorism. Yeah. So trying to set off. I don't know, but trying to relax the whole. What's this thing they've been doing? Sit at home.
Oh, they sit at
Trying to
home.
relax
Order.
it. They needed to see him and be sure that
He's well and alive. Yeah, he's well. He's alive. Though the government won't,
Yeah,
just like
so
that.
I think his one of his counsel, Ejiofor, had to speak on that and said, now that they've seen them, of course they've seen him, they are sure and they are convinced that he is alive and well. Lots of actions will prove that at least he can speak for himself in court.
Funny thing is, I have a friend in Imo State who told me that yesterday was like yesterday being Thursday was like a public holiday in the state, and I was like, why? Because we had one on Tuesday. Like, okay, this one is because
he was going to court.
I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh, okay, that makes sense. You remember on Wednesday we discussed how he requested that he fast and pray for his trial. So apparently he needed to stay at home to do that fasting and praying.
Wow.
So that's intense.
Soon.
All right, so let's move on to our next sub story. This one talks about Nigeria, Turkey, sign pact on defense, mining, and others.
Well, the pacts were signed after both leaders, President of
Turkey,
the Federal Republic of
Nigeria, okay,
and of course the President of Turkey met in Abuja. They visited Abuja himself and his wife, and they signed 8 major agreements on and memorandum of understanding (MOUs) for defense industry and mining and hydrocarbons, amongst others too. You understand?
I understand, but I'm questioning this move.
Why are you questioning?
It's starting to feel like, I don't want to say this, I mean no form of let's say disrespect to His Excellency and to the entire Federal Council, but this picture looks like he just sold one part of Nigeria.
Okay, no.
Take a good look at. Look at what they are saying.
No, don't be
Wait,
ridiculous.
okay, wait, hold up. Wait now, how much is our debt? Over $87 billion, right? Okay,
yeah.
and Nigeria and Turkey signed pact on defense. Which defense? Well, we still have insecurity issue. Who is defending who?
Who is defending who? Exactly.
And mining. Hello, we are the ones with the natural resource. Who is doing the mining? Are you seeing where I'm going with this?
But then we need this kind of okay. Let me not speak on the side.
I'm not saying I'm doubting the move. Okay, no, I'm saying I'm doubting the move of the president. What I'm saying is I believe the president knows what he's doing. Even saying that, Seth, I have to think twice. Okay. But I believe the president knows what he's doing, and I believe that this move is supposed to benefit both parties. Hopefully.
Anyways, let me just read through what
the
president
said.
Read through. Buhari said, "I am happy to welcome my brother, His Excellency President Tayyip Erdogan, and his wife, First Lady of Turkey, that has been visiting Nigeria for the past 2 days. It is a reflection of our warm and cordial bilateral relations, that this is the second time I've had the pleasure of receiving my brother in Abuja. During the visit, we had very useful discussions on a number of bilateral issues aimed at strengthening this cordial relationship between Nigeria and Turkey. Well, big ups to you.
For what?
Congrats to him. He's making
How many times? Did you know how many times he mentioned brother? Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Exactly.
Which other foreign delegate or foreign president has he
Has he
refused the
referred
term
as
brother
brother?
as?
Well,
Oh Jesus! I don't know. I'm not trying to spread panic. I'm just like, this is very suspicious.
everything seems suspicious to you. So at this
You
point,
had to say that. You had to say that. All right, moving on. All right, this one says failure of governance turned youth to threat, says Moghalu.
Oh yes, so a presidential aspirant under the African Democratic Congress (ADC), Kingsley Moghalu has blamed the failure of governance for turning the youth into a threat.
I'm tired of I'm tired of public figures making excuses for the acts of crimes of people, or terrorists and bandits in the country. At this point, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
All right. You mess up, you have to face the music. You terrorize people, you kidnap, for whatever reason, uncle, the law is the law. That's why the law is blind. The law is not going to say, okay, because a certain particular people were underfinanced, born into impoverished or whatever, we're going to turn a blind eye that, okay, they can go on harming other people. No, it doesn't work that way. But let's hear what he has to say. Maybe he has...
So he said, So on the backdrop of the NSAS memorial protest, Moghalu in a statement on Wednesday said the youth of Nigeria's most productive asset, the youth are Nigeria's most productive asset, but have become a threat to the government because of its failures. He said Nigeria's young men and women face many fundamental challenges. The strength of their numbers, nearly 70% of our population, is supposed to be the country's most productive asset, but the failure of the government has turned this into a threat, and the NSAS movement has witnessed efforts to silence the voices of young people
I beg to differ.
On social media and including Twitter ban. He said these things, of course, just to be able to clearly be on the youth side or to get the youth to be on his side. That's what I see. Either way, he's saying the truth.
Any presidential aspirant or presidential candidate who thinks that getting the youths on your side as a major campaign ploy has missed the mark of understanding how the politics of Nigeria works.
Yeah.
I'm not undermining the said this time. I'm not undermining the relevance of the youth, but we all know that most of us who campaign on social media, for every 100 youths, 10 have PVCs. Out of that 10, 5, not even 5, like 3.
Do you have a PVC?
Out of every 10 youths with a PVC, 3 or 5 would vote on the election day. Most people have their PVCs as when you're filling form and they're like national identity card. So what I'm now saying is that please stop interrupting me. What I'm now saying is that this move is sort of ill-timed, trying to use the NSAS procession and protest as to gain
sides.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Well, if that's what you say.
That's why I said I beg to differ when I was saying the NSAS protest
I think this is
a pro-campaign kind of thing. If you want to talk to us directly. Stop cutting through the corners. All right. 2023, governors strategize on how to control parties as lawmakers introduce direct primaries. Wow.
So I see this.
Wow.
The whole political movement is starting quite early.
Yeah, the whole climate is shifting.
The whole talk about politics and how the government, the leaders are moving in the direction of. They
know who is coming, so everybody's like
what 2023 holds. So the tension is all in the air right now.
Exactly.
And like this said, since the return of democracy in 1999, Nigerian governors remain one of the main power blocks in the country. And ahead of the 2023 elections, governors in both all progressive Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party,
PDP, and
are
others.
once again moving to strengthen their
Hold.
position, which usually they would do.
They will do, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, if you look at it now, in the country, Nigeria, we have like 36 states in the country,
Yeah.
including the FCT. Out of that 36 states, more than 50% are already governed by APC governors. If you check it,
Than PDP.
than PDP. APC has the upper hand. If you check the political standing,
yeah, but-
APC has the upper hand. They are in power
Yes.
on the federal level.
Okay.
They are in power on the state level in most states. All right. So the bulk of campaign funds that will be needed to pull that actual result, they have the advantage. Let's not kid ourselves.
Having the advantage isn't the point. The point is the structure of leadership now amongst the governors has proven that they are not about the goodness of their position, how to eventually rule and lead and bring a positive result out of their leadership. What they're about is where I'm positioning myself to remain relevant in.
Sorry to quote you, but every democracy, every politics, every system that runs a capitalist economy, that is the ideal goal. That is the ideal.
Being the ideal goal doesn't mean. I mean, we should get to that point. Really, where I'm coming from is we should get to that point where it's not about the party. It's about who is the most fit person to.
It will always be about the party. Always. Then it's no longer democracy. It's no longer politics.
Because
what you're talking about is a charismatic, divinely selected leader. That's something.
All right. I can hear you. Because for me, I mean, if that was the case, if all of this was just about the parties, look at the case of Trump.
I was going to go there.
You were going to.
I was going there because Trump did some good things.
Okay. Now you're
but
coming.
At the foundation of those decisions, in order to make sure those decisions were carried out, were made, party was involved. He's a Republican. His policies will always revolve around the ideals of Republicans.
The actual fundamentals of winning the position as the president of the United States came from his contribution.
Being a Republican. Okay, wait, his contribution to society. Sorry, what's his contribution to society?
He is one of the biggest business tycoons.
How is that a contribution to society?
It's the family tie. It's the family trend or thread. The holdings. I mean, aside from the fact that.
Let me tell you a little bit about Trump's history. His father was into real estate, fine. His father was wealthy. He was born into privilege. But at some point, Trump was bankrupt, lost all the money, and then by himself built back his fortune from the ground up.
Is that not enough to tell that this person is qualified for the position of the president?
What you are saying now is you are saying Dangote is qualified to be the president of Nigeria.
Well, apparently, I might just choose him over so many other people.
See, now you understand why I tell you that we the youths are not ready to start taking major election decisions.
Really, but what would be your
my defining point as to who should be
point as to who is proper enough to lead? Because this is
my definition of a proper president. Is someone who understands the ideal of what democracy is, a government for the people, of the people, by the people. When you understand that sentence, hold on. When you understand that statement, that sentence, and you can practically enact it, like we can see that that's what you are doing. For me, the ideal person who has come close will be likes of Barack Obama, likes of Nelson Mandela, likes of even these what's it called, the Emirates monarchs. Yeah, they might not be running the democracy, but they understand that statement. Exactly, they understand that statement, and that's why the average monarch in the ruler of Dubai, for example, Mohammed bin Al Rashid, I think, will tell you that he doesn't like bureaucrats, because sometimes when you need to take decisions that will benefit the country, bureaucrats have to tell you to start going through some wild goose chase, setting protocol. Okay, for example, there's this show about the White House, and the president needed to take a military action on a civilian as president of the United States. The civilian was a terrorist, right? The United States Senate, a representative from the Senate, sued the president for taking that decision. Even if he hadn't yet taken it, but like he was going to take it and was stopping him from taking that decision, even if it was time frame. So they had to do a mini court lawsuit, the president against the people, saying you can't take a military. If not that, you have to remember that, okay, scrap out the military and use the FBI.
DC.
Do you understand? So at some point, when you see people who understand that the government is for the people and the decisions they take is for the people, then that's like the idea. The people have mentioned that they did that.
Well, you just mentioned these people. Like I said, the understanding and I feel like this our president and our leaders, they do understand, but because of when you do this, I'm lost. The point is for Nigeria.
For Nigeria,
is I'm looking at a more influential person to the society. When you become more influential, you understand. Look at president, the ex-president. Olusegun Obasanjo.
Okay, the former president Olusegun,
Yeah. What would you say about him in relation to what we just talked about?
I would
Putting
say
him on this line and relating he and the other presidents we've had. Look at Goodluck Jonathan.
I would say former president Olusegun Obasanjo has been the most pragmatic president we've had in Nigeria. I'll tell you why.
That defines what I want.
I'll tell you why. It wasn't because of influence. It was because he understood that some firm decisions need to be taken, and he took them. I don't start going back to open.
Let's
Do you understand?
Sometimes
some other
we'll
presidents,
talk about it.
some
Today's
hold
Friday.
on. Some other presidents, right,
Okay.
had to go through the. You can't strong arm Obasanjo into taking some certain decisions. Do you understand? He would
knows
always.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's just move on.
let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll return with our second half of our top stories. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, of course, from that short break. It's still Hello Africa. My name is Favor Aya, and with me on the show is Adebisi
Okay.
Pelumi.
Thank you very much. I was expecting you to say I like to be called favorite,
Thank you very
but
much.
okay, all right. Let's move on, please.
To our top stories, still on our top stories. This one says floods and landslides kill at least 150 in India and Nepal.
Yeah, so record-breaking rains and heavy flooding have killed at least 150 people. Let me just read this data. According to Nepal's Home Ministry, 77 people died this week from floods and landslides after a heavy rainfall that began on Monday. Some 22 people were injured, 26 are missing, and the flood took place mainly in regions like western Nepal, neighboring northern Indian state of Uttarakhand, and at least 46 people have died in Uttarakhand, and 27 bodies were recovered in the southern India state of Kerala. So, and normally this flood actually took place around the time when there's usually a pilgrimage in India, but fortunately, the pilgrimage has been temporarily suspended and will resume once the rainfall recedes. This one, there's nobody you can blame. You can't blame the government. This one is just rainfall. It's just natural disaster. It happens, but not to Nigeria though.
It was just too much.
It was too much. Yeah, it was too much rain.
All right, moving on. This one says Japan's Mount Aso volcano spews plumes of ash. People warned away.
A volcano erupted in Japan on Wednesday, blasting ash several miles into the sky. I think about 3.5 kilometers, that's 2.5 miles high. And then, the radius of the debris falling is about 1.1 meters around the mountain. So, they've warned residents and hikers, people that hike up the mountain. See, this is my issue with white people. You do not see peaceful mountain to hike. It's volcanic mountain you want to go and they shall warn them that, okay.
Would you be able to tell
No.
which is volcanic and which is...
Yeah, you'll be able to tell which is volcanic and which is not. Now, definitely, you'll be able to tell. Most active volcanoes would have some form of, if not steam or ash, like still coming out of the top. And then most times, before you hike mountains, there's this brochure you have to go through about the mountain you want to hike. So the information will be there, okay, it's still an active volcano, safety procedure.
People like to tour, some people are...
Well, 16 of them went hiking. Fortunately, they came back safe, unharmed. No reports of any injury or death, so that's a lucky one for them.
Okay, India delivers 1 billion COVID vaccines but millions yet to receive a single dose. Oh wow!
The moment
Of course,
I read
India-
this, I was happy. I was like, 1 billion vaccine. That's nice. Their population is like 1 point something billion. That's crazy. I mean, their president did an absolute good job. Then I read the story itself and I realized that more than 47% of their population have not been totally vaccinated. I'm like, so who's the 1 billion for?
So India is one of the most populated nations
One of the most, yeah.
in the world,
Mhm.
and
1.3
it will take a
billion
lot-
people.
Yeah, 1.3 billion. It will take a lot to be able to vaccinate the entire number. But then again, where are we in Nigeria with our vaccinations?
You just like to do this. Why?
No, I like to ask these questions because we should.
You
take
ask a
lead
question that will prompt us to discuss some things. Then your conclusion, we hope the government.
We always hope. I hope us. We've been hoping for a living in this country. All right.
Okay. The statistics says that 30% of India's population has been fully of their adult population has been fully vaccinated. 74% have been given 1 dose, and 41% of children under the age of 18, which make up 41% of their total populations, are not yet eligible for the jab. So basically, a lot of people are running about possibly carrying the virus. And, up to 8 million doses are being administered on a typical day. But the Indian Medical Association is calling for the government to cease exports until more people are vaccinated at home. Like, take care of the people at home before you start exporting the vaccines. And I hope, some other African countries should take a cue.
Now you're owning. When I said something in that line, I thought you had your own reservations.
No,
But then of course,
I won't reserve now.
Australian authorities offer $1 million.
No, Australian dollars.
Australian dollars. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, offer $1 million Australian dollars reward for missing 4-year-old Chloe Smith.
Yeah, Cleo Smith was with her parents in a camp up in the woods, and suddenly she got missing, right? And it's been 6 days now. They've been searching along the coastal area. They've not seen any sign of a sleeping bag or one-piece pajamas or whatever. So the police authorities are like, okay, she's been abducted. Like, if they can't find her, they've extended the search. They're like, okay, she's been adopted. And if a reward group motivates the general public to search for her and release information about her whereabouts, what interested me is the government saying they would happily pay that amount.
I was going to ask if it's her parents.
It's the government, not even the parents or family or one rich uncle. The government said this is the amount they'll pay if they can find 4-year-old
Is it to the
Chloe.
person who finds her?
Anybody who has information regarding her whereabouts, anybody who finds her, anybody who brings up any information useful that will be used to track her and rescue her, person gets the reward. So yeah, I was going to say, boya, our government took a
No,
pay
you
for.
don't go there.
I shouldn't go there
I'm
as
sure
well.
You would always say something like that. You're like that.
All right, good.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we get back, of course, we'll move on to our.
And interact with Black Drum TV on its social media handles. Join the live show daily on TV, 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Post all correct answers on Black Drum TV IG page. Fastest fingers always have an advantage. That's it. You're on your way to being selected to play for massive cash in our live studio face-off. Tell your friends to tell their friends of the new trivia show that gives cash rewards. Enquiries and sponsorships, contact marketing 0808 1105 907 or marketing at blackdrum.tv.
How much do you know about Africa? Scratch that. Can you go head to head with other viewers and answer general questions correctly? Smart Money Live Trivia is aimed at enterprising audiences who gets rewarded while enhancing knowledge and sharpening decision-making skills. The daily game is open to all players on Black Drum TV social media handles. Fresh episodes are broadcasted from Monday to Friday on StarTimes Channel 194. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808 110 5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. all over the world, there are underground food spots that thrive 24/7. These are well-kept secrets that only the well-connected know about. Come with us as we go on an adventure to discover the tastes and locations of the most popular street food joints across Africa. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
All right, welcome back. It was a long break, but then, of course, we're back. So, moving on to our entertainment story. I still have Adebisi Pelumi with me.
Hola. I'm practicing I think I was Spanish. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. And, of course, my name is Favor, but I like to be called Favorite. Yeah.
He does it.
Yeah. So, our first entertainment story for today. NSAS files Uche Jumbo, other celebrities mark first anniversary. Okay, so
big ups to Fowles. I think Fowles has been pulling weight.
No, I give him lots of credits for his efforts. Yeah, and that's why I keep saying this to you. As long as if Fowles runs for president, he has my vote, and probably everyone around me. Yes, I do. Actually, I'm working on it. but then, yeah, I should get one by the end of next week.
If Fowles runs for president, I do not think I'd like to vote for Fowles.
Yeah, of course, because you have a different school of thought. But
based on a certain point of conversation that I've not had. If I sit with him and have this one-on-one conversation,
I'm sure you would vote Tinubu.
Hold on. If I sit with Fowles and have a one-on-one conversation regarding the topic, regarding a certain topic, hold on, regarding a certain topic, and he can convince me as to why he's voting it should be legalized, then hey, why not?
So your point of reference is that he wants, or he's of the school of thought that homosexuality should be legalized. That's the only thing you hold against him.
I don't hold it against him. I just need him to convince me of why his school of thought is like that. I'm of the school of thought that if it's not going to be legalized, it should not be criminalized, at least.
Okay.
You know what? Let them go ahead and do what they want to do. Okay. But we're not just going to, the government won't just recognize that orientation as something that can be a union between two people. Okay,
that's interesting. But for me, countless times I've heard you really outwardly express your love for Tinubu. So I'm not going to hold back what I am about to say now. Okay. If you want to give your votes to anyone, you have every right to do that. Do you have a PVC?
I have every right to.
That's the question I'm asking from the question you asked.
I have every right to give my vote to whoever I want to. It's my right as a Nigerian citizen. You're not even going to ask me why. You see, this is...
Because even the one I asked, you didn't answer that. So let's move on.
All right, we'll move on.
All right, so Davido Chioma celebrates son on second birthday. He looks really adorable. And I like the fact that they both came together to celebrate.
I was going to ask that. They've gone their separate ways, have you?
Yeah,
so the assurance was now...
This is the assurance, the baby.
Yeah. What happened to the Porsche, though?
Relax. You're going too far.
All right, my bad.
But then, of course, big congratulations to our baby boy who looks really adorable in this picture. Moving on, singer Wizkid's baby mama Shola shares a message she received from their son. I happened to... Did you see that message?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I happened to see...
That's why your smile is glowing. It was like happy and all that.
It was just a very funny conversation about... you know how you just blackmail your mom to get you something?
Oh, okay. You did the long write-up about how great your mom is, and then at the end you just add...
Yeah, can you get... Exactly. So she just gave him her own response, mother-child thing. Okay, legendary rapper Rugged Man declares he will no longer give officers money.
Wow.
Were you giving them money as a bribe or as a tip?
Don't do that. Do not do that.
I'm asking.
I think it's a tip.
Okay, it should be a tip.
It should be a tip.
I have every right to ask.
It's a tip. Yeah, I know. I did.
Oh, he said, Nigerians with cars, get all your vehicle documents updated. Do not give any Nigerian police officer you come across on the roads, on the streets, 1 kobo. I totally agree with you. I agree with you because
papers up to date.
I tipped some guy a couple of days back.
Okay.
And the same person, I passed through that route some days ago, and
He requested
it was
for
just a
what?
few minutes past 12, and
Past 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.
12 a.m.
Okay.
So due to the curfew situation, he stopped me, and the same person I tipped was asking. I'm not saying because I tipped him he shouldn't do his
Just
job,
go straight to the point.
but then he was too aggressive. He was already to push me into their van and take me.
But you were driving.
I was driving. He
So he
parked
got
me,
you out of
asked
your
me
car?
to come. Yeah, they helped my car, and they said, why would you be out by this time? And I was like, I'm a press person, and of course I have a pass for this time. So I mean, and he was like, oh well, because of the kind of car you drive, it says different about you. I'm sure you're just an Uber guy, or you're a random person who is out there hustling by this time of night. And I was like, excuse me, even if that's what it is, this is just a few minutes past 12. I should, for some reason, be heading to my house. Even
I'm pretty sure you're not speaking this fluently.
well,
hey,
at
let's
some
just
point,
move on.
you can't speak fluently like this to Lagos police
Yep.
officers because they understand the different language, but I had to do that.
That's the tip of the tone you were using. It's good.
All right,
It's
now
good.
let's
Well,
just
I think for me, the challenge I have with that is the fact that, first of all, if a police should pull you over by past 12,
Okay.
we've heard numerous stories. Please do not come down from your car. Do not under any leave your engine running. Leave your gear.
Did you say do not come down
Do
from
not
the car?
come down from the car.
Oh wow.
I do not unless if we're going to the station and we get to the station together in broad daylight, they're seeing all of us. I can come down. But I'm on the road. You're beside me. I'm not coming out from that car.
Oh wow.
Nope. We'll talk all the talk we want to talk through the window. Unless if I know that I'm offending any traffic law, which I do not.
Okay, we're just going
understand?
we're going to get over this sometime really soon. All right, how Baba Ijesha harassed me, comedian's princess's
We're still on this.
daughter speaks. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm also surprised we're still on this
All right.
matter. But
Anyways,
then it was a minor who eventually on Instablog made a statement. Although they withheld her name and some
What's the
details.
point? Everybody knows who she is already.
Okay, in a video played during the proceedings at an Ikeja Special Offences Court, said 49-year-old embattled actor told her he was her boyfriend. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that the video was taped recording of the child's forensic interview conducted on May 15 by Mrs. Olabisi Ajayi Kayode, a child expert and the executive director of the Sisi Yara Foundation. The video was played during the cross-examination of Ajayi Kayode by the defense counsel, Mr. Babatunde Ogansa. Of course, the child during the interview described the interaction she had with Baba Ijesha on April 19th when she met him at her foster mother's home. Okay, you remember the video that sometime came showing? I'm just surprised.
I didn't see that video.
But then the girl made some statements. Him asking her if she has a boyfriend. Do you know you are my baby? All this kind of stuff.
I chose not to watch that video because
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just so disturbing. If it was not real, I don't want to know the propaganda or the scandal that it was about.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get myself involved
Oh.
with that kind of sad energy. All right, moving on. This one says food dates. Comedian Caramel Plug speaks. She posted on her IG story and saying, and I read, I don't know about anyone else, but if I'm going on a food date, guy, I go order everything I want because I know if you don't cover the bills, I will with my chest. Talking like 6K and above meal though. I hate rubbish with my life. Laughing out loud emoji.
Oh, well.
And then she added another one. But why will someone invite you on a date and you yourself, your pocket is empty? You like embarrassment? Question with the crying emoji and the, hear no evil monkey emoji.
Wow.
I beg, I came to eat and I will order everything with peace of mind.
No,
Laugh
we'll
out
do a
loud
drink
emoji.
date then. No problem. We'll do a drink date. Just to
Did
get.
you see the video of 50 Cent where it was asked,
just how much can she even eat?
people that are slim usually tend to consume the
No,
most.
but would you eat up to 50,000 naira on one date?
No, because I'll be busy talking and eating.
That's the
I could
point.
drink
So
up
a
to
date should
50,000
actually
naira.
be a conversation and some.
I get you.
So
I get you.
when you come with the intentions of eating
Consuming
throughout
60K
the date,
worth of
I'm
food.
forced to think I'm not coming at her because she's
not
my
her,
friend.
not her.
But I'm saying, would you want to? Of course, if I said this, to her, we would be fighting. But then my point is, do you want to eat all through the date, or you want us to have a conversation while we're eating?
No, we can do both.
If that's the,
It's multitasking.
and then you would, okay, oh wow. BC at it again. All right, moving on.
All right, NSAS Memorial. Tear gas fired at miscreants, not protesters. Lagos CP. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Odumosu Hakim, on Wednesday said hoodlums were dispersed at the Lekki toll gate, the venue of the NSAS Memorial protest in Lagos. He said, and I quote, "The activists had informed us." I'm trying to do it in his. I'm trying to imitate his tone. The activists had informed us that their activity will start by 8 a.m. All right, and last till 10 a.m. Okay. They had an agreement with us that they will be having a car procession, which they are done with and have left. They told us that they finished the activity around 10 a.m., adding that whoever was found still hanging around is not part of them. Those you can see around now are hoodlums who want to steal and cause destruction. We found knives, cutlasses, and other dangerous materials in their hoodlums' possession. Those cannot be protesters but hoodlums, and that is why they were chased away so that peaceful citizens can go about their lawful businesses. And again, the narrative shifting
has begun.
you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that post. Exactly. I saw the post.
It has started again, and like everybody, and I'm wondering, like, we saw the video, sir. There was a particular civilian who kept shouting, "Abi Uber guy."
But they threw him, they battered him.
And then you now use pepper spray on him again.
Right in the camera.
And then there was even an Arise TV correspondent.
Did you see the slap?
I saw it too.
Those things were very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
That's why I told you. You know the statement, police is your friend?
No, that's not a statement I want to talk about right now.
Neither do I. All right, moving on. This one says, despite being a weed smoker, Naira Marley is very intelligent, Prophet Evans. The popular Celestial Church of Christ preacher said that, actually, I saw the video, right? I looked at the video, and he didn't say despite being a weed smoker. All he said is, Bobo Ilorin, Naira Marley, to kọrin yìí, the whole church echoed that song. They echoed it. They sang it with him. He did not ask, wow, okay, we're all vibing to this song. He just said, Ori Ekpe, like he said is correct. That's translating like that is correct. He never said this. So I'm guessing this weed thing is like a media play. Yeah,
so the media will always have their own description of
sprinkle
a touch of attention on their statements.
Let's not lie. He's a smart guy.
Let's not buttress on it. Yeah,
he graduated with distinction from a
exactly.
He's a smart guy.
So I give it to him.
So you see,
for that.
weed should be legalized. It doesn't mess up your mentality.
What exactly are you saying?
He is a chronic weed smoker. And you saw his results now.
Man shares his pastor's alleged response to the NSAS memorial.
You see why I keep saying, some things concerning the nation, public, religious leaders should just like keep their opinions to themselves at some point. This is why. I mean, why would a pastor say something like this? I like the guy's reply. I love his reply. That means, sorry, let me just read this. He said, until you realize, that's the pastor speaking, that no human government owes you anything. Your life will not change. Then the person responded, please, this is trash. Can't believe you have this kind of mindset. Then the people don't owe the church any goddamn thing. So any contribution should never be made in church. And the pastor goes on to say, we don't do contributions. Your money, we give offerings. I would advise you to keep your money to yourself and see if any church will come to beg you for money. Also, keep your mouth off the churches. That's a very wrong response, if you ask me.
Well, it's not wrong. He just gave he didn't insult him in any way or give any. But then that's up to them. It's up to them.
It's up to them. I'm not going to judge this. I'm just going to say some religious leaders should just stay off politics.
Okay, move on.
Moving on. Kenya media personality Vera Sidika, I hope I pronounced that right, and husband welcome baby girl. Big ups, congratulations, shout out to you. Congratulations on your baby.
Okay, we'll take a break, and when we get back, of course, we'll have our sport analysis or sport report from Adebisi Pelumi. Don't go nowhere.
Destinations is a Black Drum TV franchise that showcases all beautiful tourist locations across Africa. A group of tourists, a local guide, and cameras give you a front row seat to soak in the beauty of Africa. Showing weekly on Black Drum TV. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. This show showcases interesting and cultural African parties from around the world. Come closer and experience the music, fashion, and the food that makes every party special. Showing weekly on Black Drum TV. For inquiries and Black Drum Sessions video series showcases African indigenous musicians performing live in our studios. Come take a trip around Africa through authentic and indigenous voices. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
My name is Edauto.
My name is Anke.
Akilabi.
Kayefi Osha. Adering Sola.
My name is Fine Art, and you are watching.
And you are watching.
Simi J, you're watching Black Drum Session.
Welcome back. It's still Hello Africa, and it's time for our sports segment. If you're just joining us, you have missed our top stories and our entertainment story. But not to worry, we have the sports segment, a very interesting topic, and the weird facts coming right up. And I'm not going to be doing the sports segment alone. I am at DBC Pelumi, Simply BC. I have with me Uche. Thank you for joining us. Simply Uche. Okay. I see where I'll go with that. Love the outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful Friday morning. And right, the first story on sports, very interesting. How I caged Thierry Henry, Taribo West. Let me just quickly read through this. Super Eagles centre-back Taribo West has responded to France legend Thierry Henry's comments that he was the defender he dreaded most during his playing career. The Arsenal legend, while speaking on CBS Sports on Tuesday, admitted he endured a torrid game time against the Nigerian centre-back during his active days. What do you have to say about that? Taribo West, caged Thierry Henry.
Yeah, Thierry said it. He was asked who was the toughest defender he had faced during his early days. When he was back in Monaco, Taribo West was playing for Auxerre, so he said Henry confessed that Taribo was a very, very hard defender.
I mean, he's a Nigerian now. Yeah, you don't expect him to just
Even then, in 1990, because he played in Monaco for 4 years, then he went to Juve.
That's Thierry.
Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Then Taribo West went to Inter, so
they
faced again.
Yeah, but Taribo was like, it was this man-marking thing that his coach put him up to. That anytime he was on pitch, he had to mark Thierry Henry or any dangerous
because of his qualities.
Striker. Or any dangerous striker, and he was like very strong. Which is nice. But is he a pastor now?
Yeah, he's not a pastor.
Very interesting. All right, moving on. This one is breaking. Super Eagles dropped 2 places in the latest FIFA rankings. Let me quickly read through. Nigeria have dropped 2 places in the latest FIFA men's ranking for the month of October. The Super Eagles were ranked 34th in the world in the ranking released in September, dropped 14 points to 36. Wow. Yeah. The Eagles' drop in the ranking was largely due to their 1-0 home defeat to Central African Republic in their 2022 World Cup qualifier earlier this month. I think you complained about that match, saying how in the world did we lose
to Central Africa?
But we came back now. We second
won.
leg. So why are we still dropping some few points?
If you ask, if you're the kind of person asking, okay, what the FIFA used to rank countries is matches. It will give you points. So if you win, that's 3 points. It's not
ideally if you win, that's 3 points in any average fixture.
So it's not about the quality of your players.
Oh, it's about your winning, your win and lose.
Yeah, they're just 10 points behind South Korea and.
Behind South Korea?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Behind South Korea. So if Super Eagles should win more games, I know they will come up.
Do you actually believe we'll win more games?
Yeah, sure. The AFCON is coming in January. So
all right. Okay, the AFCON is sure for us.
It's sure for us. We'll win more games. Yeah.
That's true. All right. So this one says, vaccinated Bayern coach Nagelsmann tests positive for COVID-19. Bayern Munich confirmed Thursday that head coach Julian Nagelsmann has tested positive for COVID-19, even though he is fully vaccinated. Having already sat out their Champions League win at Benfica with illness, Julian Nagelsmann has tested positive for the coronavirus despite being fully vaccinated. He will return to Munich separately from the team by air ambulance and will isolate at home. Nagelsmann missed Wednesday's 4-0 thrashing of Benfica in Lisbon after being taken ill, and his assistant coaches Dino Topomuela and Xavier Zambrot took over duties on the bench. I think it's a sad one for the Bayern players. But
on Wednesday he was out of the team, so they said he was ill, and then Bayern Munich released a statement yesterday that he was down with COVID. So I know even without that coach, they won 4-0.
I mean, it's Bayern Munich. You don't
so
expect.
We hope for him to come back to the pitch.
No, he should come back to the pitch because I need Ronaldo's win to be really, really. All right, moving on. Manchester United versus Atalanta. Ronaldo's header completes United dramatic comeback. Before I read this, I saw a tweet about how Ronaldo was celebrating and two other players behind him were just looking at him. And there's some, I think it was you who posted that, and someone captioned, "When you're trying to sack
the
Ole,
coach,
and
this
guy
just
keeps saving his job."
Yeah.
Ronaldo keeps doing what he does best. He keeps winning when he's needed the most.
But I want to say something. It might hurt your feelings, but
why?
Yeah, because I'm a Ronaldo fan.
Go on.
Ronaldo, he's scoring goals, but he's not really influential in the team. He will just stay inside the box and then wait for the ball to come and meet and then score, and they'll say, Ronaldo scored. See other strikers, see Harry Kane, see Lewandowski, they move around. Even if they don't score, at least you see that impact. Ronaldo is not making any impact in the team. It's actually true. And you say, no.
I'll attend to that. Let me just read this. Cristiano Ronaldo's late header saw Manchester United come from 2-0 down at halftime to produce a stunning second-half comeback to relieve the pressure on boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with a 3-2 victory against Atalanta on a dramatic Champions League night at Old Trafford. Solskjaer's position at United was firmly in the spotlight Saturday's 4-2 defeat at Leicester, and the pressure looked to be mounting on the Norwegian as goals from Mario Pasalic and a few other Atalanta players led. And it was all set up for a grandstand finish, and with time running out, it was that man Ronaldo who provided the finishing touch, heading home to complete what was a sensational comeback for Solskjaer's side. Now, to answer what you were saying, yes, you might say he's not all that active. The reason is because, number one, if you look at the team play of Manchester United, you would understand that it's not seamlessly synergetic like it was when he was in Real Madrid or like it was when he was there back in Alex Ferguson's time. And looking at the way they play now, they are playing. Have you seen when a headless chicken runs around? No, I'm serious. That is the way
fans come for you.
that is the way Manchester United players play. I watched one of their match once.
Yeah.
And I made up my mind that I'm not going to watch that match again. Because even for me, it was embarrassing to see what Ronaldo was doing, right? But still, Ronaldo still came through. This was the Champions League match.
Yeah, we know he's scoring.
He will come through. Ronaldo will keep coming through. What needs to happen for me? Two things need to happen for me. Number one, if Ole is not going to change, if they're not going to change Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, then the tactics of the team should be changed. You can't have Ronaldo, Bruno, and
you have Cavani, you have Sancho, you have Pogba
all in the same team.
Yeah.
And you don't have a strategy to manage the times they come in and when they go out. Obviously, Ronaldo will play full match.
Sure.
Definitely.
But the time Ole benched him against Everton, people were like,
well, it was a bold move. But hey, he has his own.
And we are hearing reports that his future will be decided on Sunday when they face Liverpool in Old Trafford.
You mean Solskjaer's future?
Yeah.
They want to use the match that is sure that he will lose.
So let's see what's future.
Anyways, if I was to bet, I'd say Ronaldo will score, will pull up through. Yeah, he will score and then
get back to that on Monday.
And we'll see that. We'll discuss that on Monday's sports segment. All right, moving on to the last sports story. Chelsea versus Malmo. Lukaku injury mars Chelsea's 4-0 victory, and I'm wondering how. Chelsea still won now.
Yeah, they still won, but Lukaku had injury yesterday that led to the penalty against Malmo, and then Tuchel yesterday dropped update and said he twisted his ankle and he'll be out for 4 weeks.
Wow.
And also the other striker Timo Werner had an hamstring.
Yeah.
So it's a sad news for Chelsea. They'll be with their talisman, but it's time for Hudson-Odoi to step up and cover the space.
You don't just step up from.
No. Odoi is a fantastic player. So
are you sure?
Yeah. So I think.
But not on the same level with Lukaku. You can't say he's going to.
Yeah. But they don't have any. He's the only forward there they can use. So I think Tuchel will use him, or they will use Kai Havertz as false 9.
I don't want to know what. I just know that Chelsea.
Their next run of games, they have Norwich, they have Southampton. So small games, Burnley. So
It's Man U that cannot afford to lose Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo and
No.
Pogba.
They have Liverpool Sunday. After
and
Liverpool, Man City.
Man
After Man
City.
City, Tottenham, then Atlanta.
Jesus.
So
Leave Atlanta. Those three. Those three. Liverpool, Tottenham, and Man City.
Man City.
That's a lot. That is a lot. I don't know how Man U will pull through. Even me, self, I'm scared for Ronaldo's career. All right, that's a wrap on the sports segment. And right now, Favorite will be joining us as we take you through our topic for today and the weird facts. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the world of fast cars, Rolexes, champagne, and beautiful people inside the most upscale party scenes across Africa. Think you know luxury? Think again. Fresh episodes drop every week. Mark your calendar because you wouldn't want to miss this one. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. TV brings to you a show to educate homeowners and prospective buyers on the treacherous terrain of real estate. New deals and opportunities are highlighted on every show. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back to Hello Africa, the beautiful breakfast magazine show, and of course it's the Friday edition TGIF. Yay! Favorite has joined me now. Favor Aya, who likes to be called Favorite. Favorite, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, I didn't just join you now. I've been here.
Yeah, but you know
I went off. I'm
and
back.
you're back.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you just joined us back again. Like, welcome back. All right. So important topics. Like I said, this week has had so many events happen. The sex tape scandal. What else? The NSAS procession, and right now I want to talk about the sex tape scandal of Tiwa Savage. And you can be a part of this conversation via the link in the description, or you can go to all of our social media platforms and drop your comments on either our Facebook or our Instagram pages at Official Black Drum TV. And
we're not just talking about Tiwa Savage. Before you move on, because I'm still wondering why you called only Tiwa Savage. The week had lots of sex.
Of course, there's the Jen Mena and Toto DK with the Popo Bure, but Tiwa Savage on is like
the
icing on the cake.
I don't blame you. This is where they will see you.
No, this is when they would see you actually.
Oh well,
right.
but
so the topic is entertainment industry. How far is
too far,
right? Because if you think about it, I think why most people are pissed off is in their minds. Tiwa Savage is like the good girl kind of vibes. I don't know how they branded her that, but the good girl kind of vibe. And you know, she has a son, you know, and
well, this isn't about her being good and being bad. After all, her name is African Bad Girl. That's her. So I don't know whoever thought she's a good girl.
I mean, but then she has a son, and you know, some girls look up to her like, you know, as a role model and all of that.
Okay.
And then coming out to, at first,
can I ask you a question before you move on?
Hold on.
Let me ask you a question because you already said what you want to say
about.
You already say some girls look up to her and she has a son. I don't know where those statements are coming from.
I'm just saying.
No, but I have to ask you these questions. First of all, now, did she make the sex tape herself?
I don't know.
I just need a honest answer from you. Yes, no?
Oh, Jesus, you're playing this against me now.
No, I just need a yes, no answer.
I can't tell because I wasn't in the room. When
but you saw the video, I'm sure.
I'm sure you saw the video as well.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking you. Because
I do not know.
Whoa, okay.
I did not see her holding any cameras. I did not see her two hands. I only saw one of her hands, so I can't tell if she was holding it with her second hand or
good. Now, did she post the video herself?
Not on her social media page, you know.
All right. So she came out saying, did she say, I want to release a sex tape to you?
No, I don't think she said that at any point.
Fine. So apparently, the story about people coming to her to say all manner of stuff about having a child, they are just making me feel like people don't understand or do not think rationally when situations like this happen. Because I'm not saying you don't think rationally.
No, please proceed. Go on.
Yeah,
go on.
my school of thought is she's entitled to how far she wants to go.
Yes.
When having personal pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to, let me finish.
Keyword emphasis, personal pleasure.
Yeah.
Go on.
Now, it's up to your partner to also decide how far they also want to go. Everything engraved in this particular conversation is about personal security, everything has to do with personal self.
Personal.
Now, if she decided to have sex with somebody, and it was taped, I wouldn't know if they intentionally agreed to tape it or she didn't know, because the video didn't tell whether she knew she was being taped.
The video shows that she gave consent or she knew it was being taped. Go on, please.
But how would you know?
I would explain that. Please go on.
All right. Now, the point is, taping this wasn't going to be for the purpose of filming it. And if someone decides to tape their personal moments, it's nobody's business.
At all. At all. I strongly agree with you. It's nobody's
So
business.
people coming at her to say she went too far. I don't know what exactly you're blaming her for. Is it for the guy who... Are you blaming her for the guy who posted it? Because the blame should be going to the guy. Whatever... If she was, sad about it and she wanted to even drag the guy, it would have been, understood. But saying... People coming to her about moral advices and saying, this was... It's just a random... Someone made a mistake and... someone was...
For record's sake, who's the person that was saying made a mistake now? Tiwa or the guy?
The guy, because he
on.
probably, from her own
Go on,
statements, she said, she made statements before the video was released, that he came in and he made the post, he wrongly made the post on his Snapchat, and a couple of persons saw the video on his Snapchat, or I think 2 persons, which they thought they had been able to retrieve the videos from before they found out that someone else was in possession of the video. So my point exactly, I don't want to go as far as mentioning some other things, but to be very honest, I think it's a personal thing. And if people were going to give her advice, it should be a honest, we're sorry, this has just happened. Like, situations just happen.
Yeah.
But not pointing it down to making it look like she was wrong about having this moment. It's not a crime for someone to have sex.
Okay.
So, for people to come and say you have a child, you have your age, you've grown past this, I don't understand all of that. It's personal pleasure. However I want to have it is my business.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So let's start like this. You said personal pleasure a couple of times. You made mention of the word personal.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you. Sex is a personal thing between 2 consenting adults, right?
All right.
But the moment you take up a phone or a device and you record that action, regardless of if it got to the internet by mistake or not, the moment it gets to the internet, you have taken out the... Hold on. You have taken out the respect or the closure or safety or security that privacy gives you. The moment you put it up on social media, you're telling the whole world, this is what we do. This
but hold on, you don't even know. Are you getting the point I'm making?
To you.
No, it's not about you listening to me.
I'm starting.
No, you're
somewhere. I am going somewhere.
Hold on. Before you go somewhere,
hold on, relax.
Because the point you just made now seems like you don't know where the whole situation started from.
I know where the situation started
Was
from.
this taped for the purpose of the internet?
I'm just stating the facts.
No, she didn't. Why are you saying it like she intentionally?
I've not even said what she did or what she didn't do. I'm just saying.
Said once you tape.
I'm referring generally.
Okay.
I'm making a statement. I'm making a point.
All right, move on.
Let me land.
All right.
I know. See, I'm a Tiwa Savage fan as well.
No, it's not about who is a fan and who is not a fan. Just move on. No, it's not about me being a fan. Actually, it's
the moment the video is made and put up on social media, privacy has gone out of it, whether it was by mistake or not.
Okay,
that's
now,
a fact.
are you coming to the Tiwa Savage matter? Because you said you're just making a point.
Do you accept that fact or not?
No, I do not accept that fact.
Why won't you?
In this situation we are dealing with at the moment, She did not make the video. One,
the
video wasn't made to be posted. People
are you
can
even listening to me?
Okay, let me ask you something.
A lot of videos were not meant to be posted, but they are on the internet.
Do you sometimes?
The moment they get to the internet, people see it. When people see it, people have access to it.
Let me tell you.
They can do whatever they decide to do with that video.
Okay, let me make
what I'm
let me
trying
make
to
you
let you know
understand
is
something.
the internet, the social media space, is a public space. It's called social, not private. Social.
No, listen.
A lot of people are there. So when you take your private life and you put it on social media by mistake or intentionally, even if you retrieve it, so far you've put it out there, you have made it public information.
All right, thank you.
Do you accept that fact?
No.
Then that means you're being, I don't know.
In this context, I do not agree with you.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you, there are times when...
Why? Don't tell me anything. Why don't you agree with me first?
I don't agree with you in this context.
Why?
Because she did not film herself to put on the internet. Now, the point is...
Are you even listening to what you're saying?
Yes, she didn't film herself to put...
I am not saying she filmed herself or not. I'm stating a fact. When something private...
So are you saying...
When something private is recorded on a phone or a camera or whatever, and it finds its way to the internet...
How did it find its way to the internet? Did it just land on the internet?
Someone posted that thing.
Well, someone did. That's the point.
And the fact that it has become public knowledge means it's no longer private.
Hold on. Did you hear her say... This guy wrongly, that's what she feels. Whether the guy did it, it's for his selfish, if it's for his selfish reason.
I will still get to that.
No, listen.
But I can't make a logical argument if you're not even seeing the logic behind my argument.
There's no logic right here now.
Wow.
She clearly said he made a mistake. And if she said he didn't, if the guy did it intentionally, it's up to him. Do you understand where I'm coming from? If the guy did it intentionally, it's up to him.
To admit.
To admit, yeah, up to him to admit whether he admits it or not is nobody's concern right now. The concern here is who is the face. The face is Tiwa Savage. We don't even know this guy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, Tiwa Savage clearly said, I did not have to tell this guy to post this video. He just did it himself. I didn't make a statement like, please go and post my video on the internet. And he wrongly posted the video. That's what she said. She said he wrongly put the video on the internet. So by doing that, she has clearly stated what happened. It's not, mistakes happen. Let me tell you. One of the times, I shouldn't say this, but my personal space, one of the things I like to do is, okay, before now, maybe I've reduced, but before now, one of the things I do is I put on my camera. Before I became who I am now, I used to talk into my camera. I would say all manner of stuff. Sometimes I speak the wrong... It's my personal training. Yeah, it used to be my personal training. I don't do it in front of people because I don't want them to see my flaws. So I would put my camera in my room, and then when I put it in my room, I'm the only one in that space. And then sometimes I just say random things. Sometimes I talk about...
Do you upload those videos to the internet?
I don't. That's exactly what I'm saying. Do you think Tiwa would upload the video herself on the internet? The person we're talking about here is Tiwa. She wasn't the one who uploaded the video.
Let's use your analysis, right?
Okay.
If I get access to one of those videos,
all right,
and then I upload it on the internet, is that video still private or public knowledge now?
Now, did I ask you to upload the video? That's the question.
That was not part of the scenario. I just said if I had access to that video and I uploaded that video on the internet, is that video private or public?
It's public, yes. But then that's not your business. No, I don't get your point right now. The reason I don't get your point is, are you posting the video against me? Or did I tell you to post my video?
Whether you told me to post a video or not,
okay.
The fact remains that I have made a private video.
Did I give you access to the video?
I have made a private video public knowledge now.
And whose fault is it?
Like you said, we'll get back to whose fault it is. But what I'm asking you now is, you've agreed that that video is now public knowledge, yes or no?
For what you just said, in the context of what you said, the video is a public video.
Exactly. So Tiwa Savage's private moment was made a public moment.
By who?
By whoever posted it.
Okay. And who's to blame for it?
We'll get to that. But do you accept that fact? That
I accept that fact now.
Can I make the rest of my points, please?
All right, make the rest of
Thank you very much. Now, also proving that she was aware of that video is the fact that in that video, you could see the background was dark, but her face was reflecting like the flash of a phone. Do you get?
No, I don't. Now, you're an analyst. You're an analyst. I don't know.
Analyst,
rather. Okay, so...
The background was dark. her face was it was white. It was reflecting that a flashlight was used, like the flashlight at the back of a phone.
Oh, this reminds me of the comment I saw.
Hold on, was used to record that video.
Okay.
I do not want to know how engrossed in the sex you will be that you would not know that there's flashlight on you.
Well, even if, exactly.
So
if
what,
this
I'm not
was
saying
filmed,
she gave consent. I'm just saying she, at least mentally, she must have been aware.
Okay. Yeah.
Consciously at some point.
All right. Yes, let's assume
Let's
they
assume she
agreed.
was aware.
Yes, I'm aware you're filming
All
me.
right.
All right.
Now, third point I would like to make is the fact that I'm not in support of anyone giving her moral advice based on this video incident.
Okay, okay.
Where I'm coming from is, you remember Eko on show?
Okay.
On the stage.
Okay.
While performing. And next thing she goes is, she changed her song.
Okay.
Did you get?
Please be able to explain so our viewers will understand.
All right, so that they saw the video. I'm sure they understand.
But I don't understand what that means.
It means he used his private. You just want me to say this?
I just want you to. No. Because you are the one making the points.
Okay,
Make everybody.
He used his manhood to injure me, satisfy me basically, but like injure over translating. So now you came with us, the public.
Now hold on.
Hold on, I'm still making my points. Please.
Okay.
You came with us, the public, saying, looking for sympathy points by saying someone is going to leak your sex tape because he's blackmailing you, and you don't want to go on paying a blackmailing person. I'm like, oh, sorry about that, Tiwa. That's bad. Whoever did that is wrong. You have access to your private life. I mean, if the person is immature to now leak your sex tape, it's wrong. Then you come on stage.
Okay.
And then you now start saying, oh, like as if you planned everything, taking your fans who have been defending you for a merry-go-round, and then now publicly accepting such wrong behavior.
Now let me
right?
tell you something.
Let me land. I'll tell you when I'm done. I will tell you when I'm done.
So when you say "ofo
Okay,
what's this word? And it means what you said, using your sexual organs to put me in what?
Satisfaction or orgasm or whatever.
Okay, now. Have you heard musicians say those words? Have you heard Naira Marley say?
We're coming back to
have
the
you heard
topic.
Naira Marley say?
Now you're coming to the topic. How far is too far? Do you not
Hold
understand?
On. Yeah, that's the point. Now, how far is too far?
At what point in the entertainment industry do we call it? This is you can't. I mean, this should not be done. Respecting the culture and the society values of us as a nation, of us as a people.
Okay.
Right?
So for me,
should we continue singing should we continue singing about sex, about drugs, about cybercrime, and we should then continue respecting our celebrities who go on having background plans to leak their sex tape, or whether they don't know or it's by mistake, or whatever, whatever in the world they plan to do. At what point should we continue accepting these kinds of things?
All right, so
what is the value of the entertainment industry?
Clearly, now, one of the things I understand about the entertainment is people have several ways of staying relevant. People have several ways of being in the faces of their fans, staying relevant in the industry. For example, hold on, let me finish. Okay. For example, you would see lots of artists go on tour. Some of them divert from their actual practice. Probably this one's a musician. Sometimes they venture into acting eventually. And several other ways people just stay relevant. Now, other times, there are stories that are bettered to just help them stay relevant. Okay. Now, when you come to the fact that a sex tape was released by someone who clearly, if you feel like all of this was staged and it was too far because she came out with herself, do you think of her own self she would feel like she needs to this is the breaking point in the industry where I have to release my sex tape to be able to attain a certain career level? I'm
going to need you to rephrase that.
Okay, so do you think Tiwa is at that point, or Tiwa was at that point where she needed to do this thing? She needed this sex tape to be leaked to have a breaking point in the industry. Do you think that was what it is?
To have a breaking point, no. But to need it to stay relevant, possibly.
So you think the sex tape
possibly.
Was
I'm not saying
the
she
factor
needs it. I'm saying
of all the things?
It's a contributing factor.
Let me give you a reminder about something.
Because Tiwa, if you look at...
wait, let me finish. Wait, let me finish.
You asked me a question.
No, hold on. I just want to point out something.
Okay.
Do you remember Tiwa had a case with Shei and it kept her in the story? at some point they
Technically,
trended
it was more of
they
shade
trended
that
for
did
a
that.
day on
Yeah.
Twitter. Now, if Twitter wasn't banned, of course, you know how we check on their trends within a period. Now, for Tonto DK and Jane Mena case, they have been saying, but we haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
At some point, they had to drag certain people into the conversation. Those things were just keeping them relevant.
Yeah.
There have been cases, other cases. Now, for me, I feel like there are certain things. She wasn't, I don't think, I personally don't think that was exactly what her propaganda was. If it was to have a relevance in the industry, that wasn't the move. I mean, she just had a breaking track that is still standing in the industry. It's still like in the charts, topping the charts now.
I totally agree.
She had Brandy featured on the track.
Yep.
So why would she want to bring a sex tape to also push herself? What exactly do you think there's a climax she wants to attain with it?
I mean, possibly. Who knows? I don't know what's going on in my mind.
See,
What I'm not
I
saying,
know you too good to.
I'm not saying she staged it. I'm saying it's looking too good to be true, like an honest mistake. If it was an honest mistake, right? Like she claimed to be in a radio interview with that other lady that she was talking about, saying, that I'm not sure or certain that it would. What she did on a Kwon show is warranted.
Oh, Shemi, what's that thing?
I'm not repeating myself on that.
Do
you understand?
No problem.
But what we should talk about now is the entertainment industry. We've heard different scandals as regards our celebrities, how they've turned what used to be what we called morally wrong set of values, and they've turned it upside down to become the norm of the day, of the time. And, no one is like calling them to reality check or accountable for what's happening.
All right, let's get to that.
A lot of young people.
Okay, let's get to that.
A lot of young people.
Yeah.
Look up to these celebrities, right?
No, that's not even where I'm coming from. Let's just get to the point. How far is too far? Now, how far is too far?
For me, sex tape is far. It's
but
way far.
Yeah, when it's intentional. If you
either intentional or not, it's way far.
Okay,
it's too far.
That's for you. For me, I feel like breaking through in the industry has their back and forth.
Yeah.
If you already had your limelight, if you had reached the peak of your career, I mean, at the point where you have millions of fans, you're making some money out of it, so much money out of your career, you should take a rest sometimes at certain things. One of the things would be personal. Your approach, your responses to people, beefs, your misunderstanding with certain artists. Because if you look at some of our artists now, dragging them to certain fights, you won't get anything out of it. They probably won't respond to you. We know how artists have fights and clash just to stay relevant, keep talking and all of that. Well, for me, I feel like people have a way of controlling those things at certain point of their career. Okay. At some point, you might want to fight with Two-Face or have a misunderstanding with Two-Face, and he won't respond to you. Wizkid and Davido. Wizkid apparently, we've known him. Big Wiz would not respond to. If you come to him,
drag or the drag.
If you drag him anywhere, he wouldn't say anything. So that's what I'm saying. There's a certain point in the industry where you understand that you've attained your peak, and the way you stay relevant is by giving them steady, good job. You bring steady entertainment to the table. Consistent results, exactly. Not going as far as doing extraordinary things as wanting to intentionally release your sex tape, which I don't see is the situation going on right now. But then we are just saying, if you are in the industry and you were to go far, and you think these are your strategies, sex tape release isn't one of them, having to do certain other things isn't one of them, or isn't part of that line. So at some point, be able to understand where you should cut it a slack and say, okay, I'm not doing this right now, or I'm not doing that right now.
So on that note, I'll just wrap up saying, appealing to our Nigerian celebrities that a lot of people are watching you, like a lot of young people are looking up to you. So please, let's be careful with the kind of content we put out there from our music. And fine, it might make you money, it might make you, but the question you should ask yourself is, what legacy do you want to leave behind? Like, what do you want to be remembered for when you leave? Okay, do you want to be remembered for some random sex tape that people have to debate or argue about if you did it intentionally or not?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be remembered for as Igbolabi or someone who smokes weed all the day long. So whatever your legacy is, try and just remember that people are looking up to you. And I'm not saying we're saints. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying let's just keep the younger generation in mind, right? And that's a wrap on our topic today. We'll be moving on
to our word facts. So before we start the word facts, I just want you to understand that there are 1,001 things you do not know. And so when we bring you word facts, we just try to educate you and make you understand certain things you probably never heard or you never even knew. So it's also a very educative and a very interesting segment for you. So
just take the first one, to be honest.
Okay, there's an actual village in southern Norway named Hell.
Yep.
BC should live in that place.
Nope, I'm pretty sure you own this place.
From the argument you
own
raised,
this place.
You should live in hell.
You own this place.
Okay, but this doesn't look like
right.
hell. I mean, if I was this compared to what I see in Nigeria,
don't do
this
that.
isn't.
Don't do that.
This isn't hell. It looks really beautiful. Anyways,
all right. In France, there's a place called Why.
I mean, why?
Why? Okay. All right.
Okay, in 1980, a Las Vegas hospital suspended workers for betting on when patients. Oh wow!
This is something I know. A country that they will say.
Why am I reading this right now?
I know a country where the hospital workers can actually do this. I know that country.
Really?
I know be suspended.
Let's just be like a hospital suspended workers for betting on when patients will die. Why? I mean, why would I bet on when a patient will die?
Why would you bet on when a patient will die?
Is that part of the practice or what?
What's happening? Patients, you should be rounding up by now. What's going on?
You look like something, that looks like something you can do.
No, I won't do that.
Because you're already practicing. Like,
all right, so this one says half of all bank robberies take place on Friday. That explains why the club is always filled up on Friday nights.
No, hold on. Before you mix those two, I don't understand. What has that got to do with?
Because when you rob, you can't, when you rob a bank, right? A properly functioning bank in a functioning country, when you rob a bank, those notes are numbered, right? Okay? So even if you deposit that same bill in your account, they can trace it to you that you are the one who robbed the bank. So
so I have so many reasons why.
The best way is to spend that money that day.
BC.
Or launder.
Sometimes, BC, you make me laugh.
Or launder the money.
So if I
as fast as possible.
If I stole 20 million from a bank.
Okay, for example, if you stole $20 million cash.
I would take it to a club and spend it that night.
Part of it that night.
Wow.
No, because by the time they're investigating and they check where that bill has been spent, if they go to a club, they can't arrest the club because, they bought drinks.
They can't arrest the club, but they will trace who spent the money in the club.
It's cash. There's no paper trail.
Today, you are not in your elements. I'm really surprised. How can you not trace somebody who stole 20?
It is cash.
Okay.
Do you get? If it was credit card or ATM, of course, there's digital footprint you can trace. Okay, this was the account. Do you get? But you're paying cash. By the time they ask the store owner on CCTV camera and they show a bunch of people, a bunch of ladies, and unless if you've been in the system before, maybe you have crime records, they cannot pick you. But if not,
so if I was in a club,
so if you stole $20 million cash, your options would be to either buy an expensive painting and then in the black market and ship it to another country and have it, exchanged for that country's currency. You get, or you pay cash. I'm not going to say the things I want to say to you. Or you pay cash for diamond and gold accessories. Those ones, I heard police don't seize that when they arrest you. So you can pick them up later and resell.
Wow, why am I the one reading this right now?
Please go ahead. Oh wow, okay.
Okay, this one says some people experience post-sex sadness. That is okay. Let me finish first before. If you've ever felt intense feelings of sadness, anger, and distress after sex, you may have gone through post-coital dysphoria. PCD. It happens easily after orgasm.
Especially after orgasm.
So, in very
literal...
No, hold on. In literal terms, I want to say that if the man is 1 minute or 2 minutes, or...
Basically, if the person is favorite.
If the person... No, excuse... What? What? Oh, wow.
That was a perfect time to do that.
See, you've had your...
Yeah.
Okay,
Move
no
on.
problem.
Move on.
We'll deal with this. Now my point is, if this was Nigeria, a Nigeria bar will literally say, or Nigerians would literally say the sex was too quick. There's a way we call it. 1 minute, man. All this grammar of post-cital, abisoital, postcoital, diaspora, PCD. It's just the bigger grammar for it.
Yeah.
If you're a 1 minute man, you're a 1 minute man. Unfortunately, this is for you.
Let's move on, please.
Let's move on.
Move on. Read the next one, please. Read the next one.
No, you're supposed to take the next one.
No, read the next one. I want you to read the next one.
This is your cue. Come on, go on.
Read the next one. Read the next one.
Okay. All right. So people have tried to sue God. Meet the man who sued God, even got his day in court. That's quite unfortunate. I don't understand.
Now my question is, who represented God?
Yeah, exactly. Who represented God? What exactly would have happened if God was found guilty? Very, very I don't even understand how people do.
And why I'm sad about this is he's a black man.
Yeah.
This is something a white person would do.
I don't want to say this. Okay, moving on. This one says, a man once wore 60 shirts and 9 pairs of jeans to the airport to avoid extra fees. I don't understand. Oh, wow. In a flight from China to Africa,
what did I say?
A man wore 60 shirts and 9 pairs of jeans because he didn't want to pay for extra baggage. Wow. He wore it throughout and 11 and a half hour flight. Wow. This man looks like BC.
Yeah,
that's how smart people they think they're smart. They just how do you just wear
comeback isn't working. Sorry.
No, it's not good enough. But I still have plans for you. Don't worry. Okay, this one says lobsters communicate with pee. Lobsters communicate by urinating at each other with bladders on each side of their
we spoke about
head.
this some time back. But what's with animals and urine anyway?
That's up to you.
Animal kingdom is messed up. They be looking like they're taking after favorites' behaviors. Please proceed.
A man once hired someone to slap him to avoid checking Facebook. Manish Sethi hired a woman to slap him in the face every time he tried checking Facebook at work. He paid the woman $8 an hour.
Favorite, I would gladly slap you to stop.
So if I worked for 10 hours, I would have earned $80 just to slap somebody.
My God.
Wow. I like all night. I like working 24 hours around the clock. I'm a very hardworking person.
He's a workaholic. You need to
if
tell
you
him
want,
that sometimes the body needs rest.
I work out too, and my hands don't get tired. Very efficient in slaps.
Okay.
BC, do you might want to hire me?
No, I'm not addicted to Facebook.
Something else you're addicted to?
Nope. You're the one that has Instagram issues.
But then look at this picture. See how excited the woman is at her
kidding?
job. This is when you do a job and you are so happy at your job.
Slap a guy who cheated on you or something. Come on.
They didn't say he cheated, BC.
I know. It fits the description of the picture.
Okay. There's a company you can pay to kidnap you.
Wow.
Something you can do.
The
all-time Realight.
Did I hurt your feeling with that?
The all-time Realight is a French company that offers kidnapping services. If you pay them a fee, they will come kidnap you when you least expect it.
Wow.
Ropes, binds, and all. They won't do it immediately, though. They will wait for a certain period so you won't remember that you paid someone to kidnap you. Why would you pay someone to kidnap you?
Most times is a life insurance scandal, right? So the life insurance states that most times people who are in debt heavily, and that life insurance can pay off all their debts, so they will need to either be dead or be kidnapped at some point. So they pay people to kidnap them. So the insurance company will be like, oh, they've been kidnapped, and they give them the money, they pay off their
You know how I like that you have so much details about all these things. Like you know very well how to plan things like this. I'm good. I'm very impressed. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You've been a criminal once?
I still ain't the 1 minute man though. Let's go, please.
Oh well, that's it for today. I'm not even going to. I think BC has the day today. No problems. So this brings us to the end of our show for today. It's been a great show. Thanks to BC who chose to be very violent today.
Wow,
and
violent.
I might not have my comeback today, but
some other
he
time.
who lives to fight he who runs
He can't
from
even
a
cut
fight.
his comeback well.
He who runs from a fight lives to fight
another day.
So.
Unless if it's you who will run and not come back. But hey, it's all good. And that's a wrap on Hello Africa. Thank you all so much for being a part of the show today. I am at Davisy Pelumi, Simply BC, and I look forward to seeing you all next week on our interesting Monday episode. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't drink and drive. Wear a nose mask and stay safe.
All right, that's where we call it a wrap for today, and it's been a great show. Like we said, don't forget, it's a weekend. Be careful out there. Don't get into the hands of kidnappers. Don't get into the hands of theft. Know when to call it a day at work, and have a wonderful, restful weekend. Take a vacation with your family. Have a lovely time. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. Thank you.